And let's talk about Rush Hour 4. So apparently we're getting a Rush Hour 4, and I guess we could thank Trump for it. And now, with me saying all this, y'all actually believe that, like I said before, that Trump has stake in the whole Paramount situation, and that the David Ellison, he's in bed with all of them, and people just like I guess people feel like I just be talking out of my ass about stuff because I see the thing before it's gonna happen, and lo and behold, now I seem to be correct per usual. So, Rush Hour 4 apparently is in the works, with Paramount on board to distribute the newest installment in the Buddy Cop series. The long-gestating sequel is reportedly the beneficiary of some Oval Office intervention. President Donald Trump has personally requested that the studio revive the franchise, as first reported by Semaphore. First of all, shouldn't you be worrying about trying to run the country, at least in the right direction, instead of into the shitter? You should have been here worrying about a damn movie about a Rush Hour movie. But here's where it comes in, where I think, okay, so what this has to do with, I don't even think he cares about the movie. He cares about the person who directed the last three movies because Brett Ratner is attached to the Trumps. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. I'll tell you, everything is always connected to this man and his big ass ego. So Brett Ratner, who directed the first three installments before his career was derailed in 2017 by hashtag Me Too allegations, is returning to direct the fourth film. Now, the filmmaker has gotten close to the first family while directing the Melania documentary, which Amazon paid $40 million to release. Now, where's that movie? And the question remains, I want it to come out because I want to see how well it does. And I guarantee you nobody cares. So unless you're gonna give a tutorial on how to be the world's richest prostitute outside of Heidi Fleiss and what she was doing back in the day, she was a madam. She wasn't really a prostitute, but you know what I'm saying. Then we don't care about her documentary. So, Rush Hour 4 will see the return of original stars Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, and will mark Ratner's first feature film since 2014's Dwayne Johnson led Hercules. Who saw that movie? Brett Ratner, I don't think is like one of the best directors. Okay, yeah, he was like BFS with Mariah and directed a lot of her music videos back in the day, among others. And he's directed a couple of movies. He ruined X-Men 3, but that movie is what it is. So now, they also went on to say Paramount will be paid a flat distribution fee to release Rush Hour 4 theatrically, according to sources, and won't be on the hook to market or finance the film. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers, whose New Line label backed the original 1998 Rush Hour and the sequels in 2001 and 2007, will get first dollar gross, meaning the studio receives a percentage of box office revenues before the financiers recoup any costs. Multiple distributors were approached after Warner Brothers let the director and producers shop the new Rush Hour around town, but none wanted to be attached due to Ratner's involvement. Now, of course, because of Donald Trump, loves he loves the poorly educated, he loves grapists, he's pardoned enough of them in his second term, um and all these other things. So why would you be surprised that this is a movie he wants to get made because of what he did with Melania or whatever? And all you got to do is blow smoke of Trump's ass. He is easily bought. He's a cheap date. Like, literally, like you could blow smoke up that man behind, and he's all for, oh, he's your best friend until you piss him off. So he's bipolar in that way. He loves you today and hates you in like 12 hours. So there's that. So of course now he wants this movie made because it's sort of like a vanity project, I guess, for Brett Ratner to keep getting work, and because he gave David Ellison the solid and the go ahead, whereas like he provided him the way to buy Paramount Plus, which honestly I feel like you need to focus on trying to turn Paramount Plus into something before you even try to throw in your financial hat to buy Warner Brothers. Like, can you at least try to work that out? You haven't even had Paramount Plus or Paramount for 6 months. Now you trying to buy up something else? We see what this is. But because we got a bunch of corrupt people in government, a lot of these oligarchs are gonna be able to do whatever the hell they want to do, and we in the end are gonna end up being screwed. Because quiet as it's kept, as much as I like Chris Tucker and as much as I like Jackie Chan, do we really need a new Rush Hour movie? I mean, I feel like Rush Hour 4 should have came out maybe 10, 15 years ago, not today. I mean, I know like it takes a long time for some, like when we looked at Top Gun Maverick. That movie came out like what? Damn near 30 years later, or if not 30 years later, and it was a good movie. So unless they got a really good idea festering, then I'll be here to want to see it. But I feel like at this point, I mean, Jackie Chan still does his martial arts and stuff, but he's old. And then Chris Tucker is like, chill. Anybody checking for Chris Tucker in 2025? Well, at least I'm not. So then they said, yeah. So the original Rush Hour, which follows two police officers who were forced to work together to rescue a Chinese diplomat's abducted daughter, was a huge hit with 244 million globally. The two follow-up films, Rush Hour 2 and Rush Hour 3, were even bigger commercial successes with 347 million and 258 million, respectively. Well, if you look at that last number, it fell off. So people weren't really liking part three, but it did well enough that I guess they're like, you know what, it was still a success. Now, despite mixed reviews in that whole situation, now in the time since those films dominated in theaters, comedies have mostly fallen out of favor at the box office. It's unclear the timeline of Rush Hour 4, though Chan, whose martial artistry was central to the hijinks of the plot. Y'all got to realize, first of all, Jackie Chan is 71. So at 71, we all know like martial, like Asian people, y'all be on some other whole nother plane when it comes to how y'all still be out here doing your martial arts at y'all big ages. But at 71, could Jackie Chan still do these crazy ass stunts and y'all gotta worry about not possibly breaking a bone? Cause you know he's from the school of we don't put in doubles and things like I get in there and I do all the crazy stunts because that's what they did in China when they made a lot of those. So that's why I think like we like those movies versus in America, they're all about stunt doubles and insurance companies. They don't want to, allow unless you're Tom Cruise to be doing these crazy stunts. So Paramount, which was recently acquired by Skydance, they definitely, in my opinion, needs new films to populate its slate. The company has a goal of moving from its current 8 annual releases to 15 by 2026, 17 by 2027, and 18 by 2028. Paramount's new chairman and CEO, David Ellison, is the son of Larry Ellison, one of the Trump's most prominent financial supporters. Trump has publicly praised Ellison's leadership of the media company. So when I tell y'all that this is political and people sit up here thinking I'm just talking out of my ass and I don't know what I'm talking about, it's like y'all can try to shine the turd any which way that you want to shine it, but at the end of the day, it's still a turd. And what I've been saying is the fact that yes, this is all politically motivated. The fact that all of a sudden, why is the Ellisons or David Ellison trying to buy up so many studios and trying to influence what we watch? It's like when I watch movies, it should be like I'm a movie fan first. It's not about me trying to push an agenda of what type of movies I want to see. And then when you have certain administrations that want to get rid of any kind of diversity in cinema, I mean in politics or even in regular working jobs, you don't think that's going to trickle down in the entertainment industry? There's been enough complaints as it is pre-Trump getting into office that Hollywood so white, lacking diversity, a lot of stories revolving different races, sexual orientations, genders, whatever you want to call it, is not being told. And how many stories we gonna have to sit and watch regarding white people getting in films, or that certain movies get made and there's an agenda behind it? Because like we can't just get something made because oh you know what, here's an old IP that we really need to revive that some people still that may still have a little juice left in the carton. Let's revive Rush Hour. No, they're reviving it because of Brett Ratner, and Brett Ratner is connected to making a Melania documentary. So that's the only reason why, when you read between the lines, why this movie is getting made, and the fact that this man has been ostracized and pretty much an outcast because of the allegations of being an inappropriate prick in Hollywood. No studio would touch it, but because Trump gonna be like, "Oh look, I did you that solid and let you buy Paramount Plus. I cut through all the red tape. You was able to get it. Possibility you might get Warner Brothers. You got to do me this favor, all because this guy made this documentary for my wife, and I want to give him some like he should get a job or something." So that's what this is. It's some nepotism type shit. So, excuse me. I failed to say, what do you guys think of this story? Do you even care about us getting a Rush Hour 4? Or do you see through the BS like I do as the reason why this movie is getting made? So I definitely want to hear from y'all. Let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.